already. And
Yeah.
Jackie. Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
everybody.
So before I came on today, before I came on and talked to Terry, I had a song in my mind, and it was one we used to sing in elementary school. This stuff happens to me all the time. And it's good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with sun shining faces. Oh, this is the way to start a new day.
Oh my gosh. That song just gives me chills. It's just so perfect right now.
It really is, isn't it?
Oh,
And it's from like second grade, third grade, something like that. But that's me. I think a lot in songs, and people will always say to me, "How do you remember that stuff?" Because I remember jingles from advertising as well.
hmm yeah.
It's really weird. Yeah, it's really strange. But anyway, good morning, Terry. I'm glad to have you here. Oh, thanks, Nalani. Um, we had so much fun last night with our open mic. We had the best chat. We had the best questions, and we had great readers who brought us so much joy. And Terry said, that's kind of how they started out. Jean
Yeah.
and Terry and Joan, and she says it is interesting to look at how people are when they first come on. And you could even go back to some of my earlier things, and I was nervous, not so nervous, but I wasn't in the flow. I guess that's the best
Right.
way to say. Yeah.
I
So,
I would like to go back and look at my very first show with you and Susan Lynn and see how it was. But
uh-huh.
I'm also now kind of afraid. I don't know if I want to see it now.
Well, you know what will happen though, Terry, is that at the time when you're watching it now, you may see things that you didn't see then by answering, if you're looking at the questions and how you answered it, because that's what happens to me with dreams. If I write the dream down, and I was looking through something, and I read a dream I had 10 years ago or 5 years or whatever it was. And the minute I started reading it, I remembered that dream like I just had it the night before. So
Mm.
I think that would be an interesting thing to share with us. If you do that, let us know so we can know
Ah, well, I might
experience.
I might do that.
Yeah, very
But
good. I don't think
but
you're going to go backwards, so don't be afraid.
well,
Anyway, so let's say hi to some folks this morning. Kiba, Lisa, Barbara, you did a good job last night, Barbara. Viviani, Jackie, Scott, how are you, dear? Nice to see you. Hypnicity, Anne, and Teresa, TAK. Thank you, Hershey. And Hershey might be opening up her own channel. I hope, I hope, I hope.
ooh,
She's going to focus hopefully on some of the shadow readings. If she decides to do it, I hope she does.
mhm.
Hi, Akila. And Warrior Girl, good to see you again. Hi, Jan's Free. Viviani. Ginny, good to see you. Oh, it's warming up in central Iowa? Well, that's good to hear because that's a cold place. Oh, my Lord. I'm sending you lots of warm, warm hugs. Hi, Mama Bear, Lauren. All right, everybody. Hi, Craig. Where are you now? You're still at the forest lawn
Oh,
at Clara's side? Oh, hi, Clara. I know you're not there, but you must be happy Craig found you.
mm, that's
Yeah, that's awesome, Craig. What a sweet thing to do. All right. So, anything you'd like to bring up? You're doing your crone thing? Is it Monday?
yes. So Monday, I am going to talk about astral travel, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't profess to know everything about astral travel, but I am going to kind of mine my experience at the fair. So,
Good.
I've been working on taking people on these astral journeys. And I
Yeah.
was just working out like Spirit would give me 3 people to take, and then 4, 5, 6. And
Uh huh.
so the night I actually got to do it, I took 20 people on a journey. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they give you some feedback? Did they give you
Yes.
feedback?
Yes.
Oh,
Some people gave me feedback,
good.
and, some people slept through it. One
Sure.
particular man snored through it. Um, uh, but some people went somewhere else. You know, they
Uh-huh.
like started with me and they could
Yeah.
hear me talking, but they went somewhere else. And
Yeah.
that's okay too, because remember, it's their journey,
It's
not
their
my
journey, right?
journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some people, one couple people didn't go at all. They just were there to watch and
Hmm.
to see what they could feel. And
Cool.
so it was interesting. A couple
Yeah.
people did go all the way on the journey with me, and in fact, I'm going to do another one this coming week. And
Okay.
anybody who wants to come, send me an email.
All
And
right.
so we're going to do it again.
Very
Yeah,
good.
so it was fun. It was really fun doing that. But you know, now I have to present on it on Priscilla's channel. I'm like, oh my God, what do I know?
Well, we all know everything, and we all know not enough of everything.
Yes,
So that's all that matters. That's all that
yeah,
matters. It's your experience. So I
yeah.
think it's fabulous. And I have to tell you that when I went on the journey with you, it was very, very wonderful for me. And I like the fact that I was able to lay down when you were doing it, because then I'm definitely ready to go under and go on this journey. But and I had a very good visual experience. But somebody said that they went on one with you, and they were taken under the water, I guess, into the sea or something.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh, yes, yes, that's
There
right. Yeah,
was one. There was one. And you
yeah.
know what? If that had been me, if I was in that, I would have to have gone somewhere else. So I would have gone,
Oh,
because I'm afraid of fish. And so I wouldn't have been
oh,
able to be under the sea. It would have been a
right.
it would have been a horrible dream, a horrible
Yeah,
journey for me. But
yeah,
so it's okay. Maybe some people just know that this particular place isn't where they want to be, or it
right.
reminds me of something. But it's pretty interesting. Yeah.
So
Pretty
I
interesting.
get a tiny hint before we go where we're gonna go. And so
Okay.
especially with that one, and
Hmm.
outer space one, I
Yeah.
do tend to want to tell people that if you're afraid of water, this one might not be for you. If
Okay.
you're if you
Okay.
are very concerned about breathing in outer space, this one might not be the one for you, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Because we don't want to make you don't want to make it stressful for people. So yeah,
right,
that's totally
right.
understandable. Yeah. Oh, hi Juno. Nice to see you. All of you who just came in, Linda and Juno and Teresa and so on and so forth. Linda, thank you for being here. And yeah, we're happy that you're here with us today. So I got some questions already up. Um, So we'll go ahead and do it. Kiba's looking for a March reading. So I've got
Reading.
some different cards I'm using today. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that while you tap in,
Okay.
get your brain going, your limbic system. Hi, Wiki. Yes, Kim, we can do one for you.
So, Kiba, they're showing me something really unusual. As I was getting ready for this show, I always do a little bit of meditation. And, you know, my guides and angels love to entertain me. They want, particularly with transportation. They they always show me some sort of funky transportation to go somewhere. And for some reason, they're bringing this back. And today they gave me a Model T, a Model T car, an old Model T car, but it can go out in, it's a spaceship basically. And they're showing me this Model T again for you. And so what I'm getting for March is that it's going to be like you're driving this Model T. Um, Model Ts were a little slow, so the pace of march is going to be a little bit slow. They were bumpy. They didn't have the kind of suspension we have in cars today. So to me, that's what I'm getting, that there's no big surprises. There's no horrible things, but it's going to be something a little bit slow and a little bit bumpy. But they're also reminding me that it kind of takes you back a little bit to in time. In time, there's a comfort in it as well. That it's like you get to revisit old memories and fun times, and really, it's kind of a time to think back at the fun times you've had, but also then to think forward, because you're at the precipice of spring. So it's just a little rest, a little nothing exciting. Sorry.
All right. Well, I have something here, some cards that I pulled for you, Kiva, from the, these are from the Ancient Feminine Wisdom deck. Or actually, no, it's from the Guardian Angel deck. Guardian Angel deck. It says the angel of decisions is with you, and it shows all these sort of like ideas and light bulb moments and just all kinds of things. And so it's saying this, it's number 8, and 8 is always a transition. So this angel is here to help you if you call upon this particular angel, if you need it. And the other thing I'm getting is somebody, they're sending you a rose. The angels are sending you a rose, which is love. But it's also reminding you, and this is great because this kind of goes along with it, save some money. Try to be a little bit more frugal, because you may be wanting to do something and you need to have some extra money to do it. And I'm thinking it's not necessarily to fix anything like, your car or whatever. I'm thinking it might be travel. So there you go. So make sure that you don't, no frivolous spending. No frivolous spending. All right.
Maybe that's why you got the Model T for travel.
Maybe that's why. And Craig loved that image because he has a Model T, sort of, So
Wow.
yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, Kiva. Thank you, dear. All right. The next one I'm going to go to, because Craig is sitting there at the Forest Lawn right this moment. So I'm just going to say we'll go ahead and pull this for you. He left something on Clara's marker, and he wonders if she likes it. So we'll answer that for you, Craig. Although I think you already know. Hi, Karen Robinson. It's good to see you, dear. Yes, Lisa, I got you. Lisa M. Mm-hmm. Okay, JR. Oh, you are saving money, Kiva. Good girl.
So I'm not seeing exactly what you put on the stone, but she right away tells me, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I almost feel like you put some sort of first place ribbon on the stone or something that said you won. And she's saying, I'm a winner. I'm a winner. And I'm so pleased, so happy. You didn't have to do anything at all. And I still would have known how much you love me and I love you.
Oh, and I sense that because he's traveled so many miles just to pay his respects to her. And I think she thinks he's gone above and beyond what a gentleman had to do, in other words, I have here that she knew you were needing to express yourself, although you already have. And so she's saying, you've already given me the microphone here on YouTube and brought me back to life this way. Whoa. She said, but I feel very grounded. I'm thinking that there must be a lot of trees around where you are. And she said, our legacy will be remembered for a long, long time. Yeah, that's what I get for you. Oh, and flowers too, Craig.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks,
They,
Craig. I'm glad you're having a good time. Yeah.
yeah, they know that we don't have to do all of that for
Uh-huh.
them, but oh, a pair of these pilot wings, he says, a pair of
Oh,
USAF
really?
pilot wings.
Oh,
Well,
that's because he was in the Air Force. There you go. Okay.
that's just lovely.
I know,
They
that gives me
know,
goosebumps, Craig. Yeah. Yeah.
they know that you don't really have to do anything. They're so already so happy, but she's such a nice, such a soothing soul, such a soothing soul, and she just sends her love. I can just feel that really deep love from her. Oh, look at that. Oh,
This is the one Craig sent me, this movie that she was in called Wings with Clara Bow. And
wow.
look, it looks like her and Craig.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
How beautiful, Craig. You're just, anybody would be lucky to have you in their life, honestly, Craig. You're
Mhm.
just a sweetheart. Thank you, dear. Enjoy your time. Okay, so Teacher Barbara would like a just a card pull. So you do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull a card for her. Let's see what I got. Ooh. So I pulled the emotional. These are the bee cards, the sacred bee, emotional and water. And last night she read with her mermaid cards. And so get the feeling that the powers that be, your guides and so forth, are emotional because they know about your connection to water, and they felt that what you did last night was really quite good. So they're proud of you. So there you
Mm.
go.
You know, I'm I'm not really getting a message, but I feel like I'm seeing your guides, and at least one of them is a mermaid, and they're like giving a thumbs up while they're kind of hanging onto the edge of my stage, like on the other side is water or something, and they're just up on the edge, and they're
Uh-huh. Yep.
that's interesting.
They're up there saying, good. Thanks for giving us some good press, right?
Yeah.
All right, Barbara. Thank you so much. Okay, Nalani. It's time to stop asking the question and time to start knowing you are, is what I heard. But let's see what Terri
Oh,
comes up with.
wow. Yeah, I'm getting just a great big old word, trust. Trust, trust, trust.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think that's all I'm going to say, actually. Um,
Okay.
and but I just want to talk about trust a moment.
Mm-hmm.
What we do on this show, me or Jean or Joan or Terry Lee, it does take a lot of trust. I think
It
that
does.
some of you would be shocked if you know how little of information they might start with, and we just hang on to it and trust it and say it, and then more comes.
Uh-huh.
But trust is big. You have to trust this.
I know. She said, I knew you were going to say something like that. I said,
Yep.
because you're psychic. I pulled the memory card. Um, there was a movie that was out, Johnny Mnemonic, I think it was, way a long time ago, with Keanu Reeves, and that means memory. And so you have past life memories that are trickling down and bringing you into the loop, so to speak. And I really think this will bring you, I think you have the ability and the strength, um, and it just has to be. You have to let it go, yeah, and you have to let it go and let it be, let it come through. And if there's anybody that else that needed to hear that, it would be me, because it took me a good 40 years to trust what I knew and what my gifts were, or that I even had any. Because every psychic told me I did, and I kept saying, "Okay, well, where is it?" And oh, you're remembering some childhood stuff. Okay, well, there you go. So your memory is kicking in for you to see. Very good.
Yep.
Very cool.
Oh, look at her. Look at her icon or her little. That's
I know. I
amazing one.
know. She's got a beautiful third eye picture opening up there. It is.
Mhm.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh, okay. Forest Lawn is a trip. It's almost always the same color as Paramount Studios, a World War One U.S. Army yellow. Her family picked a beautiful place. Well, that's cool, Craig. Thank you. Oh, okay. You're doing your shadow work. Then you're doing what you need to do. You're absolutely doing what you need to do. So,
Oh, look what
oh,
Junosphere said. Yeah.
uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh God. Well, I would feel safe with Terri too. That wouldn't be my problem, but I find that very interesting, Juno. Very interesting. And I'm drawn to the Titanic as well. Somebody said in my family, and I can't be sure that this is even true. My grandfather was a baker on huge ships that came out of England.
Wow.
And somebody said he was supposed to be on the Titanic, but something happened and he was booted and he couldn't go or whatever. I don't know if I really believe that because a lot of people like to tag in that kind of stuff, you know. But if it is true, then my grandpa would have been on there with you. So we'll see. We'll
Wow.
see. Yeah. All right. So Hershey has a medium question for you, Terri.
Okay.
Any messages from Spike? Um, Sunrise
Oh,
was in
I can. Okay.
61. Yeah, sunset was. Oh, you just lost Spike? Oh,
Oh,
yesterday. Oh, I don't know if
so
Terri can
yeah,
reach that
yeah.
soon, but we'd love it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Give it a
I'll
shot.
try.
Yep. He was found dead last night in a trailer. I'm so sorry, Hershey. Oh,
So I don't think we're going to get a message from Spike. But it's very interesting. I had a cat named Spike, and that cat's on my stage. He showed up,
uh-huh.
and which is comforting. And then the Spike that I see is reminding me of a meme. Uh, so he's kind of laying down on the stage. He's kind of looking up. He's kind of getting up on his elbows, and he's going like this, you
Okay.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
he's there. He's okay, but I think he's still acclimating to that, acclimating to it.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I think he just wants you to know he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the meme he's bringing back to that he's kind of putting in my head is that, you know, a lot of people say, you know, they want to die and look really, you know, especially women, beautiful, my makeup on, and, you know, I want to transition looking beautiful.
Uh-huh.
And actually, what they would prefer us to do is to slide into home all used up, your hair messy, dirt under your fingernails, the whole thing. And he seems like he did that. That he kind of slid into home and a little bit
Wow.
dirty, a little bit messy, like he lived life to the fullest.
To the right till the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
Yeah. She says he was probably looking for horses because he was a jockey and a trainer. I pulled unsent messages cards. I've not used them that much, but the first card I pulled said, "Are you happy? Are you happy?" I don't sense he's asking you that. I sense he was asking himself that. Are you happy? And I think he was having some confliction with that. He says he wanted something to change. He wanted to cut something out that wasn't working for him. And I don't know if that brought him. I don't know if he committed suicide or if he just was sick and ill and died. Or had a heart attack. I'm not really sure. But you know that we sort of choose our own times to exit. We really do. And he says, don't worry about me. I'm healing and I'm in the stars. I'm up in the stars. So that's what I get. But I agree. It's probably a little bit too early to get much else.
Yeah. But I think you can rely on the thumbs up that he's made it. He's over there. He's doing fine.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sorry for your loss, dear.
Yeah, so soon.
So Kim C says, sorry if I'm being blonde, but I'm driving, wondering if I could get is it emergency reading? I'm not sure, or a reading. So Kim, we honor that, and we will see what we can come up with for you.
Yeah, you can, if it's too hard to listen while you're driving, you can always go back and watch the replay.
That's true. Yep. Okay, Hershey, he had lung cancer. Okay, honey. That's a hard cancer to live with. Energy reading. Okay, Jackie, maybe.
Energy reading. Let's take a look here. So Kim, they're kind of showing me your energy in colors, and most of the colors are kind of, light and then fading into like pinks and reds and really delightful. But I keep seeing this kind of black shadow come over things. It kind of comes and it goes. And so I'm kind of thinking that this shadow may be like a little bit of depression or something. And so it's something that maybe comes and goes and bothers you from time to time. And, right now it's, there's not as, the light's coming in more, but it will kind of go. But they reminded me of a thing that my friend Terri Lee, Pure Visionary Psychic, does. It is called the windshield wiper. And they said, they're kind of giving me that sometimes when you meditate or when you take a little bit of time in the morning, if you're feeling that darkness kind of come over you and bothering you, whenever, any time of the day, if you're feeling it, they're saying, just take a moment, ground yourself, and then do the windshield wiper.
Do the windshield
wiper. Away. Do the windshield wiper. And
make sure you got some of that cleaning stuff in the windshield wiper receptacle. Remember?
Yeah.
You don't want to smear it. You don't want it to be smeared.
Right. I don't think we can. I think spiritually we can do a nice, clean
job.
Do
it without even worrying about it. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are what we think.
But that's something that they're showing me, that in general you have very loving thoughts. You have a nice spiritual internal life, but there's just this one little something that kind of comes over once in a while. You can just windshield wipe it away.
Well, Kim, I know you can't see this, but I pulled a card that has what looks like Bruce Jenner, but I know it isn't. Flying through in victory. He's light as a feather. He's up in the air. And so I'm getting a victory card for you. And that you are going to be sealing some kind of a deal, or you're going to be getting some kind of a message. And you have to trust the message. And it has to do with your spiritual path. So I think Terry's correct in that perhaps you some days feel like your spiritual path is going along really well, and other days you have a doubt, and we all do. And so just so you know, the affect the end result is a victory. So keep going.
Oh,
Keep doing the work. Keep
yeah.
doing the work. Thank you, dear. And be careful driving wherever you're going. All right. We got Mama Bear, who said that she was in the shower and the shower handle broke off. Is that what you said? Something happened and your son had to come fix it? Ooh.
Oh,
All right. I hope you were okay in there. I hate having to fix cars and things in my house. I need to have Terri come to my house because she is
because I love fixing things. I love it.
You'll have to come when I need you. I know you do. I know you like it. All right, a reading for March. Let's see what we got, Mama Bear. We got a lot of people that want to know what's going on next month. Okay.
You have a lumpy March. Let me
A
figure out what's
lumpy?
so lumpy about this March.
A lumpy March. Okay.
It's saying there's some challenges. They're
Uh-huh.
not huge lumps, but okay. They're showing me you putting out a lot of fires, so you're going to have a firefighter this next month. Little fires, not big fires.
I see the same thing.
Yeah, and they're saying you have all the resources you need to fight any of these fires, to go over any of these little bit of the lumps, but it looks like you're going to have I just get this feeling that April's a lot smoother. So
Okay, yeah. So she just needs to get through it. She just needs to get through it. Okay. Okay, so remember, this is what the energy is like right now. Can that change? Absolutely. So I don't want you getting nervous or worried or anything like that. I see a little bit of crying. I see some crying. I see some emotions. This might be what Terri described as lumpy. And, you're just having a hard time doing something. And it says that perhaps it's because there are barriers in your way and you're feeling frustrated with them. So don't allow that, don't wallow in it, Mama Bear. Just move beyond it and know that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. But there might be kind of an explosive event that happens, or some kind of an obstacle that happens that creates this crying or creates these feelings. And just know, again, that they don't necessarily, it could be something very small. Maybe you trip over something and you hurt your ankle. I don't know. I don't even know I don't want to create that reality for you. So I'm just going to say, shed the tears and know that it's going to be better for you. Again, for entertainment purposes only. This is what they're saying right now. So I'm looking, things can change. All right. It's the right time to say that Tarot Stash is in the house, and he is coming to my show tomorrow at 2 my time, 5 Eastern time, and he is always a good time. So come and see us. Yeah, I know, honey. We don't. Yeah, and it very well could be something really small and silly. You get in a fight with one of your kids about something or whatever it is. Yeah, we're only wishing good things for you, dear. That's it. Right. Only good things.
The only other thing I got with that is try to stay in the flow as much as possible.
Yeah.
Just roll with it. It's just a little lumpy. That's all. Just not.
It's funny because I had Andre do a horoscope for me last year, and it said something about my husband's business was just going to be like this. And I just wanted to crawl underneath the bed. I didn't want to have to deal with thinking about it. But, it's okay. It does go up and down as businesses do. And I just have to keep saying another day, and it will change. So
Mhm.
And have a great day at work. I know it's a Monday there, so have a great day. Oh, Karen, that's so sweet. The last time I asked you a question, it really helped me gather my own faith in myself. I am so
Oh,
glad. Yeah,
okay.
very nice. I hope, Craig, when you saw Trump's star, that, well, I won't say it. I probably would have really been proud of you if you urinated on it, but then you would have been picked up for exposure, and I wouldn't want you in jail.
Let's not encourage
Entertainment,
bad behavior here.
entertainment purposes only. Cancel, cancel. Okay. Okay, Marsha Baldwin, I gotcha. All right. Hi, Jenny. Oh gosh, we're so proud of you last night, girlfriend. Yeah,
Yeah.
what a great time we all had. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Look, he said he actually walked around it. Did you hold your nose? Oh, that's good. Okay. Oh, so we already have Mama Bear. All right. I actually am too nice a person. I would never have suggested that Craig urinate on it if I just hadn't been not in my right mind this morning. So sorry.
Well, yeah, good self-control.
Good self-control.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa. Should you work with crystals? Oh my God, yes. Ooh, I love this one. This is Soda Light Point. Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is really beautiful. I love blues. That's my deal. But
Mhm.
I have a lot of other ones too. Hi, Scott.
So I'm seeing that yes, you can work with crystals. It's one amongst many different modes you could use. Because I see the crystals like a path, like you're walking on a path just filled with all sorts of different crystals, and not any one particular one coming out, just that this is part of a path, part of a skill set. Um, it's not the only mode you can
Mhm,
use. It's not your only gift, but it is
mhm,
part of something you can do. If
mhm.
crystals are comforting to you, go ahead and use them. And they're showing me something else. Hang on just oh, they're reminding me. They're reminding me that in Science News, they just found out that the core of the Earth, we thought there were four
Right,
layers. There's five
right.
layers, and they've now figured out that the central core of the Earth, while it is, you know, metallic, it's of a crystalline nature. It has
Wow.
some sort of crystal form to it. They don't know enough about it, but isn't that interesting? That we've all been kind of using crystals, tapping into crystals, and they're saying that the crystalline part in the very central core is one that helps our whole earth negotiate earthquakes. So all about vibration.
All
Cool.
about vibration. Very cool. I have the angel of remembrance, Lisa, and I'm thinking that you did work with crystals in a past life, and you're just remembering that. And I will tell you that I started working with them in 1990 and have always been attuned to them, although I can't read them. I just, I am the beneficiary of their beautiful auras but I have a friend who could just put her thumbnail on one and she'd be able to tell us where it came from, what it was doing, what angels were with it, what elementals were with it, all kinds of really crazy things. So I think it's great. And it says it is in harmony with one of your gifts. The bee says that, the beautiful bee. So yes, I agree with Terry. It's one of the things you could do well. Yep, very much so. Good luck with that, Lisa. I'd love to. Once you get by the way, we do last night, as you know, we had our first open mic. I have another open mic on March 10th, and I have 4 people that will be with us. But if this is a success, as it already seems to be, I'm going to be here for all of you to come on if you're wanting to, and just bring whatever it is you'd like to bring in. If you write poems, if you do art and you want to share your art, that's fine. I want you to know that this is your channel to come and try on different types of outfits.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Terri did, and Jean did, and so many others, Joan, and so I'm here for you. So if you ever want to come on, let me know, please, and send me an email at heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny has a job interview tomorrow, so send good, successful energy. Absolutely, Jenny. You got it, girl. You got it. Wow. That's fabulous, Jenny. I'm going to just see what this is.
Did you see what Linda De Gonzalez said?
No.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead with your card. We don't want to interrupt.
That's all right. I get expansion, Jenny. So I think your skills will be expanded and you will be able to get this job here. And because you're moving to a different area and your talents are so many. So I know you'll do fine.
And I heard Bella the Ball. Bella
the Ball. There you go. Oh, hi, Create Love. Oh, you're welcome, dear. You're welcome. All right. So what did you say that? Oh, heart to heart vibrations. Thank you. You're doing your first sound bath on Tuesday night. How beautiful. How beautiful. John Binney has a meditation where you ground yourself in Mother Earth's crystalline heart. Wow. You know who he is, right, Terri? John Binney?
Yeah. So he already knows there's crystalline at the heart. How lovely.
Yeah.
I really like John Binney.
I do too. If you get a chance, his channel is under John Binney, and he's a musician, but he's also much more than that. So check him out. He's fabulous. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, he is an Earth Angel, Lauren. Hi, Susa. How are you, dear? She's coming to us from Germany. How nice. So Warrior Girl is another one that would love to know about March. So here we go.
Okay.
March is on everybody's mind.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, I do have Tuda Speaks, JJ, coming on March 4th. You've all asked for her, so she is coming. Wow, Juno. Okay, Create Love, I got it. You're right, Jan's free. February usually goes fast, but this time has been real fast. Hi, Pirate.
So, Warrior Girl, for some reason, the spirits wanted me to activate my third eye more, which for some reason, this little wave of one.
Yeah.
And when that they asked me to activate my third eye is always activated, but sometimes they want to wake it up more. And generally, when this happens, it means I get to see the future a little bit. So they're basically granting me a tiny bit vision of the future. And in this case, they, and it may be just because of your name, but they're saying she will be victorious. She will be victorious. So I kind of saw your little effigy walking down the hall of the future with a sword out, but I mean, looking like a warrior. And basically they said she will be victorious this month. So I don't, can you tell me if that she's like victorious in business and spirituality and life? What do you have to? Okay, they're not really telling me what you have to be victorious about, but they're saying that you're going to have a really good March, and there's something you're going to be victorious in.
Good, good.
Yeah, that you're going
Last
to
night,
win.
she asked last night about a particular difficulty she was having, and she asked for her dad to give her some advice from the other side. And she's going through some stressful times. But what I see here for you is, look at this. You have an angel. You have all kinds of angels, but you have an angel particularly working with you, and you are not alone, and they only need to be asked. And you already know this, warrior girl, because you live spiritual life. But it says there is hope and healing in whatever it is that you decide, and you will be able to feel good about it. It will be a good thing. And it might come very suddenly, like lightning. Not a bad thing, just it might come suddenly, unpredictably, and swiftly. So I think Terry's right. I think something's going to happen. You are protected, and it's going to happen in a fast fashion. I know that I've been places before, or I've been in a, just in a regular everyday thing. And next thing I know, the next day, everything changes. And it's like, whoa, you never would have expected it. So anyway, we're sending you lots of love.
I just want to point out that's really interesting because, I see things, I see this little movie in my head, but I think what's interesting is you pulled all the cards with gold, and the little representation of her walking down this future hall was all gold. The sword was gold. Everything was gold. Everything. So that's kind of interesting.
Yep. I love that. Jansfrey said, yes, a victorious march for you, warrior girl. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love you, dear. Love you, dear. We really, she said, thank you, Terry. She needed to hear that. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that spoke to you, dear. Wow. Juno put up a little tidbit here. She says in a news feed today, she saw that a new study finds other dimensions and parallel universes really might exist. And we've been saying that forever. You think maybe real people could, or not real people, but other people could really believe in something like that? It's like right now when those balloons were up and somebody thought they might be a UFO, and Corrine said, no, they're not a UFO. And all the people in the audience laughed. And I thought, really? Are you that silly not to think that we might have UFOs? It's just crazy. Right. Yeah.
Well, it's really interesting because it really feels like science is starting to really find out what we already know. It's starting to back it up.
Right. We got the proof now of things we've taken on faith, is what you're saying. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's very true. All right.
Lisa M. Okay.
Oh, that's great, Lauren. I'll check out Pam Gregory. Thank you. Oh, your ancestors come in gold. How beautiful. Oh, that's nice. All right.
Wow. Okay. Now this one's very different. I was thinking, oh, it's going to be a lot like the other. No. They're showing me cotton candy, like little puffs of pink cotton candy all over. And there's some sort of sweetness that's going to happen to you in March, that you get probably a little bit of rest, a little bit of, but there's something kind of good and sweet about March for you. I think that even if you experience something a little bit down in March, you should just remember the little puffs of cotton candy. I mean, they're almost making these cotton candies look like a bouquet of flowers, and a lot of pinks and stuff.
So where do you get cotton candy but at fairs? And fairs are fun places. And
okay.
Yeah, it sounds like entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah. There you go. So Lisa, be careful of gossip. And of course we all have to learn this lesson all the time, that you tell somebody something and they to other people. So just be careful of if you have any secrets that you share with the people that you can trust. And the moon comes up and it says your intuition is very strong. So if you believe that you've said something to somebody and you may not even hear it, that it's probably true. But they do say that they're giving you roses. The universe is giving you roses. And along with what Terri had with the cotton candy, I thought to myself, there might be some time for you to amuse yourself and play. And if you get a chance to play, please play. We all need to play. It doesn't matter how old we are. Whatever it is that your play involves for you. So that's great. All right, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Just so everybody knows, the questions have been closed. So I have JR, Marsha Baldwin, Create Love, and Susa. And then, sorry, that's all we can take for today. Okay. Thank you for understanding. All right.
Well, I did not even, I always say this little mantra to kind of tap into your energy. I didn't even get the whole mantra out before they're showing me your march. Now, your march, JR, is a little different than the others. I am seeing you plow. I'm seeing you plowing in the dirt with a horse or a mule. I mean, you're doing it the old-fashioned way, not the new way. You're plowing ground. So in March, you are plowing ground. So that's hard work. But I heard them say JR's laying tracks. So you are working on something important, something spiritual, or something even physical that you're having to put in a little bit of work on March. But I don't feel bad about this work at all. It feels calming. It feels like this is good work to put on. This is good work. This will stand you in good stead for the rest of the year. So be afraid of a little hard work.
Yeah, hard work never hurt anybody. I have the most beautiful card, and I'm reminded of the story of Antigone. Antigone was the daughter of Oedipus. If you've ever read the Greek tragedy Oedipus, the next tragedy that comes with it is Antigone. But it's the word is loyalty. There's a lot of loyalty. Somebody's very loyal to you, and they're wanting you to know, or you're very loyal to someone else. It depends, or you have that back and forth. But this would be loyalty to the father in Antigone's case. That doesn't necessarily mean it's in your case. But I see you. This is from the Oracles of Portals. You're landing somewhere. You're landing somewhere with possibility. And look, it's kind of like a cross between a fairy and a dragon in some ways. And so I feel like that has to do with the earth. And that's exactly what Terri was talking about when she's saying you're plowing. You're getting through something and you're landing, but it's smooth, sort of laying the groundwork for something else, but you have some loyalty by your side. So trust that and you'll do fine. Yep. Thank you, dear. Hi, Marsha Baldwin. I'm glad you got here earlier so that we could read for you before we close the questions, because I know that you've missed out earlier, so I'm glad you're here. So let's see what we can find out for you. Yes, Lisa. Soul contracts are never-ending surprises. That's right.
So, Marsha, I get rest and taking care of yourself. So they first showed me like a willow tree, and you know how willow branches kind of come down in a fringe, and they're showing me that to basically say, rest, take in nature, grounding nature, rest. But also I love gardening and things like that. So this is also just kind of kind of like a cocooning. They just want you to rest and rest, take in things, take care of yourself. Do
Mm-hmm.
not be afraid to do something a little extra for yourself. I know sometimes it's hard to like treat yourself to a massage or something, but I see that they do want you to really care for yourself in whatever way you can do so. Go ahead and take March to care for yourself.
Wow. Okay. I see, Marcia, you might want to be heard. You might want to be seen. The microphone says, when we pick up a microphone, we do want to be heard. And that you're ready to communicate with somebody, or you're ready to communicate your needs. And the hardest thing for us to communicate is our own self-love. So that's exactly what Terri was talking about. But you are grounded, and your life is growing in a wonderful, it's branching out, as they say, and with a tree. So you're grounded and ready to make that work, but you are also fluid. And I love this because you're in the flow. You've accepted whatever it is and you're not resisting it anymore. And you need to try to stay in the flow and not put up any barriers to believing what it is that you're believing in. And maybe also it means take a hot bath.
Mm.
Enjoy it. Okay, get some Calgon, right?
Yeah. Just
Oh,
give yourself a this month.
yeah. Oh, Hershey, we love you, dear. You go and cry it out. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. Her friend. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Lisa, you weren't expecting cotton candy and roses, but you'll take it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I would too. I would too. All right. So create love is a medium question.
Okay.
Um, create love. If hopefully you're still here. What's mom's first name, please? She passed in 2019. We didn't have a good relationship. Okay.
Yeah. It is helpful to have her first name.
Yeah. First
Um,
name is fine.
so do we have a question after that, or is this the last one?
Nope. We have one more from
Why
Germany.
don't we skip ahead to that one and give
Okay.
Create
We
Love a
can.
chance to send
Give
in their
Create Love a chance to respond. Okay. Then we'll go on to Susa and Create Love. We'll come back to you. Okay. Is there a message
Oh,
from Spirit?
Rose. Her name's Rose.
Her
Okay.
name's Rose.
Yeah, do you want to
So
go
what do you
back?
want to do? Okay.
Let's go back. Let's go back to
All right.
Create. Okay,
We'll get
Rose.
to you, Sue. Okay.
I, oh, well, this may be because that her name's Rose, but it also could be because one of the exercises we were taught in our psychic medium classes is to actually ask their soul to show us a rose that would represent them. And right away, I see her kind of holding out a rose that represents her a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a yellow rose, not a true yellow rose. It's one of those ones that kind of fades out to a little bit of pink on the edges, and it's very open. So it's kind of that would suggest that she had a full life, that she lived till she was older. But here's the interesting thing. I see some petals falling off the rose. I've never seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
And so let me say, Rose, can you tell me more about the petals falling off? Oh, so she's actually showing me these petals like an apology. She's
Okay.
like, I made too much of some things. She says, I see now that it was too harsh. It was too harsh and held people to higher standards than I even held myself. and that now she's talking about her inner perfectionist, that the perfectionist part of her was too much. And that she herself didn't get to learn all the lessons that she had planned for on this
Oh.
journey because she got caught up in this perfectionist tendency. And just in case people think, oh, that means they were perfect. I'm a recovering perfectionist, and it usually means you're a big fat mess. You'll be trying for perfection, but you can't get perfection, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so she probably was messy. She probably didn't have, you know, it might be somewhat startling to hear that she was a perfectionist. But okay, so Rose, do you have any more message for create? And now she's showing me deep into the rose hip of this rose. Now, I've also never seen this before. So
Hmm.
she's showing me that the rose hip on the rose is full of seeds. It's big. If this rose were out on a rose bush right now in the middle of winter, this rose hip would be growing quite large and fecund, you know. And she's saying that despite the rough relationship, you still have seeds inside of you that are growing because of this relationship. And and even though she wasn't as supportive in life, she's very supportive over there. She's making sure that she's learning her lessons. She's making sure that she's reviewing everything, but she's passing on and sending you kind of spiritual knowledge of these lessons that she's learned.
Hmm.
And she just wants you to really live your life. I thought, oh, maybe you can help create love in spiritual ways like my mom does, even though I had a very bad relationship with my mom too.
Hmm.
And she's saying, I don't think she's quite ready for that someday. So,
Okay. Interesting. First thing that hit me was yellow roses are friendship. The reason that yellow roses is something I don't ever want, and I got them one time. I got them after I had my son from my then husband, and it was an insult to me because I knew it meant friendship, not love, and that was true because he had another person in his life. So I just thought of that when you were talking about it. But I also pulled the card about unsent messages, and it said one of us needs to open up and say something. And I think that's exactly what Terri was able to get from her, you know.
mm-hmm.
So that this has broken the barrier, so to speak, and that you now could continue to
Mm-hmm.
work with her, you know, in your
Mm-hmm.
mind or in your heart. And she said she made her exit and she didn't look back. She just kept looking at the light. And she said, please trust that I am interested in working this out, but I'm not necessarily ready at this time. And I think that's exactly what Terri said. So you have felt her guidance in dealing with your suffering. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Don't you think that in this case, maybe the yellow rose is almost like a flag of surrender, just a bit like, yeah, I'm apologizing.
Right.
She's
I'm not saying that her mother was just being a friend, but it just was interesting to me. But yeah, Rose her name is Rose. She can
yeah.
pick any rose color she wants. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Yeah.
Or it could even be the yellow chakra, the gut
Mm-hmm.
chakra. Yeah, that
Cool.
I didn't feel what you were feeling. I didn't understand because I didn't follow my gut. So
Mm.
oh, thank you,
Wow.
Jenny. You're a sweetheart. Thank you, dear. I hope you can find some healing. Remember, you can talk to mom and and then look in your dreams to see if she can come and talk to you as well. But I'm glad you asked the question, and I'm sending you lots of love and healing energy around you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so Miss Sousa, I'm glad you're here, dear. There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Sousa, they have put a hippopotamus on my stage. And I'm like, why have you put a hippopotamus on my stage? I mean, they're very large animals, and
Yeah.
so they're saying, Sousa, you have a lot of the qualities of the hippopotamus. And the qualities are not quite what you would expect. First of all, they're very fierce. Of all the animals in the world, they probably kill the most people. I mean,
Oh, really?
they're fierce animals.
Okay, they run at you. Yeah.
Right. Well, those two, they are they know what they want. They can get it. They can they're not easily moved. You cannot move a hippopotamus easy. So what they're saying is that you have that stability, but you also have to balance that with you also have that stubbornness.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, now they're kind of like, you got it. Okay. So they're saying balance the stubbornness, start working on saying yes a little bit more often, but also tap into that grounding, that very solid grounding,
Mm-hmm.
and start trusting what you get. And they keep showing me the hippopotamus can go underwater for very, very long periods of time. They're absolutely fearless. They graze on some of the greens that are growing under the water. And they're just saying, don't. So you have some stick to itiveness that they're
Ah.
showing me too, that in addition, I mean, with stick to itiveness, that's great. So that's very good, but you again have to balance that with stubbornness. So
Mm-hmm.
simply they're
Okay.
saying you got everything going on. You need to work with us a little bit more, and don't be quite so stubborn. But also don't worry. I mean, that's a fearless animal. You're fearless too.
Yeah. Wow. I something's going on, Sue. I get lots of really good news for you coming. You're wearing the crown first, so something is going to happen that brings you success and victory. Some kind of material gain, whether that be money or a new job or whatever you're looking for. It looks successful because you also got the clover. With four-leaf clover. How beautiful is that? I can have never found a four-leaf clover. I've always looked, never found one. But here's yours. It says luck is on your side. So you got two of those, most positive. The next one I got is you're a horse, which is determination and freedom. And that might be what Terri said with the stick-to-itiveness, but also balancing with, being a little bit stubborn or a little, sitting back a little bit. But the last card is the Angel of Success. And you are standing right there at the top of the precipice, and there's that angel sitting right across from you. So whatever it is that you're pursuing, whatever's happening in your life, boy, it looks good.
Right.
I wish you well. I know. It's a nice group of cards for you, Sue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow, if you didn't get your reading done, you can always come back around 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Gerald Tarot Stash will be here. And Terri's got her information on the Crone Zone that she's going to be sharing tomorrow as well. And we got some other things in the works, I'm sure. So thank you with everybody. And have a blessed day. Thank you, Terri, as always, for sharing your beautiful insights with us. And thank you so much. Oh, hi, Sue. We got snow and sunshine. I'm sending you the sunshine. Oh, my stubbornness. I was wondering if I have that. Yes,
Well,
hooray.
it's
Come to
also
some readings.
grounding.
That's
Yeah.
right. Proper grounding. Yep. Tarot
Yeah.
Stash says, hooray, come for the readings. Absolutely. Please
Yeah.
come and bring your questions. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.